Having eulogized about the depth of his Liverpool squad earlier this week, the proof was in the pudding for Jurgen Klopp in the Potteries. 6 changes, but standards remained high as Stoke City were put to the sword. "Last year we had a really nice squad. This year it is for sure better," Klopp said. "It is wider. We didn't have a bench like this before and we need it now. We need it in the next few weeks." As a result of some shrewd transfer business and developing young talent, Klopp's squad has evolved over the past 2 years. For the first time he's now able to shuffle his pack without fearing a serious drop in quality. At Stoke on Wednesday night, Liverpool's 6 outfield substitutes were James Milner, Philippe Coutinho, Mohamed Salah, Jordan Henderson, Daniel Sturridge and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Philippe Coutinho was left on the bench. Image Stu Forster. GT images put into context. A year ago, the Reds' final league game of November was at home to Sunderland. The bench that day boasted Ragnar Klavan, Alberto Moreno, Lucas Leiva, Ovie Ejaria, Divock Origi and Ben Woodburn. Having negotiated 4 matches in the space of 11 days, Liverpool kick off a hectic December at newly promoted Brighton on Saturday. It's the first of 9 games in 30 days, culminating in the trip to Burnley on New Year's Day. What's clear is that rotation is here to stay. Klopp is desperate to avoid a repeat of last season when the wheels came off in January. Yes, they were seriously hampered by Sadio Mane's absence due to the Africa Cup of Nations, but there was also an issue with energy levels. Too many were feeling the pace, and with the added demands of European football this time around, Klopp is wary about overexerting his star men. Mane and Roberto Firmino were given a breather last weekend and it was the turn of Salah and Coutinho to be rested in midweek. Mane celebrates with his teammates. Image Stu Forster. GT images. Frustration at the Reds' recent failure to hold on to leads against Sevilla and Chelsea shouldn't cloud the fact that their form in general has been highly impressive. Since the debacle against Spurs in October, Liverpool have won 5 and drawn 2 of their 7 matches in all competitions, scoring 20 and conceding just 5. They have taken 13 points out of the last 15 on offer, but the Premier League table doesn't really reflect that resurgence because so many of their rivals have also been winning. Liverpool were 3 points off the top 4 after losing at Wembley and now they're only a point closer. Aside from that second-half collapse in Spain, Liverpool have looked more secure defensively. Playing 442 on their travels has helped on that front. Jordan Henderson speaks today on Lovren and Joel Matip during the match between Tottenham Hotspur and Liverpool at Wembley Stadium. Image Sean Potteries. Getty images. But for all the talk about greater strength in depth, there is still one area of glaring weakness in Klopp's squad which hasn't been addressed. The manager certainly has an array of options going forward, but at the other end it's a different story. A lack of quality and cover at centre-back remains the biggest danger to Liverpool's hopes of retaining their top 4 status and enjoying a sustained run in the Champions League and the FA Cup. Klopp on Coutinho price tag and Liverpool's January plans. With Joel Matip injured, Klopp is banking on Ragnar Klavan recovering from illness in time to partner Dejan Lovren against Brighton. Joe Gomez is on standby to make the move from right-back. Lovren himself has endured a host of fitness issues already this season which has led to him starting only 8 out of 14 league matches. The centre-back issue wasn't dealt with last summer after Liverpool failed to land Virgil van Dijk and Klopp opted not to pursue a plan B. But it hasn't gone away. Jordan Henderson of Liverpool shakes hands with Stephen Cocker of Liverpool at the end of the Barclays Premier League match between Liverpool and Arsenal at Anfield on January 13, 2016 in Liverpool, England. Photo by Andrew Powell. Liverpool FC via Getty images. Klopp doesn't make a habit of dipping into the market midway through a season. Stephen Cocker, who was signed on loan from QPR, remains the only player to arrive at Anfield during a winter window under the German. Marko Grujic was bought at that time of year but stayed at Red Star Belgrade for another 6 months. Availability and affordability are always cited as problems when it comes to trying to do business in January. It's undoubtedly a seller's market. But Liverpool need to be active in the new year, regardless of what happens between now and then. Klopp's right, his squad has improved markedly. But it still needs further reinforcements.